Hey guys, it's Meredith with Pop Vintage and Home. I have a great estate sale haul to share with you today. I went to this estate sale over the weekend on Saturday. It was the second day of the sale. The sale had started Friday, and I had hoped that I'd be able to get to the estate sale on Friday in the morning, kind of sneak out while things at work were quiet, but it just didn't happen. I had too much work to do, and I stayed home. And I was kind of like racked with vintage enthusiast and junk journal anxiety over the fate of a couple of items that I saw in the pictures for the estate sale that I really, really wanted. One of which was that classic 1960s, maybe late 1950s Betty Crocker cookbook. The one with kind of the P.A. Mondrian layout with the different images of different food items on it. Like, I think there's like one little quadrant or square is a dessert, another is a turkey, there's like pink and blue, and it's just like beautiful early 1960s goodness. So that was one of the items, and I was so worried someone would get there Friday on snag it. There is also a vintage children's Peanuts children's dictionary that I really wanted, because as you can see, huge Snoopy fan over here. So anyway, I got up early Saturday morning and got to the estate sale right when it opened at 9 and went in there, and let's just say I really lucked out, and I will stop talking and start showing you some of the good stuff. Well, you know I'll continue talking, but I'll start showing you the good stuff. So I was able to snag the Betty Crocker cookbook. It's this one. And it has the regular bookbinding. It's the regular bookbinding as opposed to the, there are versions of this cookbook that come in like a binder style book. So I got this one. It needs to be cleaned up a bit. I'm gonna try and clean up the cover a bit, and the back cover is a little dirty as well. I'm gonna try and clean it up, and I'm so psyched to have this. I actually do have the binder version, and I think the binder version I may make into my own personal cooking journal, and I'll just keep this one for display in my kitchen. So this was originally marked $20, and the second day of the estate sale, everything was 50% off, so I got this for $10. And I was able to get this super cute vintage Peanuts dictionary. Unfortunately, you can see the cover is marked up. Someone colored the faces of the little Peanuts characters, which is a shame, but the back cover is clean. And the inside pages of this book, there are illustrations, cartoon illustrations on every single page, and they're absolutely adorable. I should really flip the camera around and show you. But I'm so psyched. I do not have a children's dictionary like this, an old children's dictionary that I can pull words and pictures out to use in my journals, so I'm so excited to have this. And as I said, we're just huge fans of Snoopy and the Peanuts gang in our little house. I also picked up this book. This is a book of Grimm's fairy tales, an old book of Grimm's fairy tales. It's not in the greatest condition, but the illustrations on the inside are really nice, and they'll make for great ephemera. So this is the inside book cover. And inside the book, there was this note And the penmanship it's just gorgeous. It's so classic Palmer method. So someone had taken notes on the fairy tales. And let me just flip to a page with an illustration. So yeah, they're quite vivid. They're great. Pardon my reach. Okay. One thing I was not expecting to find, which I found, were a bunch of books on fly fishing and fly tying. And if you have watched some of my other videos, particularly the video where I do a flip through of a journal I made for my husband, you may remember that he is a huge avid fly fisherman and fly tyer. So there was this, like, a whole shelf of a bookcase downstairs in the basement with books on fly fishing and fly tying. And I don't have all of the books I got for my husband here in the kitchen. There are a couple he's been reading and they're in the living room, but I got this little pamphlet book, Secrets of Fly Fishing the Nymph. This is an Orvis book, and I got this for 10. At the estate sale, they were selling it for 25 the day before. So my husband was, like, suffice to say, so psyched that I found these books and got these books for him. We've got Trout Madness. We've got the Fly Tyer Pattern Bible. And this one is a modern dry fly code, just a nice cloth-bound, green cloth-bound book with color photos and, illustrations in the margin. So it's always nice when I can find some stuff for my hubby. I'm just trying to think what to show you next. I got these 2 vases. I love vases. I'm a sucker for vintage vases. This is milk glass, this one, and I have a couple just like it already. I have 2 or 3, I think, so this will be 4 or 5. And then I got this beautiful blown glass. This one I got for $4, and I think I paid $1 or $2 for this one. But I love this one, and I will have probably daffodils in a couple weeks, sometime in April, and I can't wait to put my daffodils in this vase. Okay. There were a couple of other things I got in the kitchen. They had this just metal index card holder, and I got this for $1, and what's great about it is that it has the tabbed alphabetical divider cards in it, and so these are just awesome for junk journals. I got another metal box, similar, just a bit bigger, and this, again, I also paid $1 for, and this actually has the lady's recipes, a lot of her recipes in it. So let's see, with the tabbed divider cards. So much fun. I'm so excited. Okay, and then there were it was a really cool mid-century house. So it was one of those ranch style houses, single floor, built in the 1960s, and it had a partially finished basement. So a good half of the basement was finished with carpeting and couches, and there was a bar in the basement. Now, I don't drink. I can't drink. I get debilitating headaches if I have even a sip of anything alcoholic. But this bar. I think I may have taken some video of it, so I'll try and edit it into this video. It was so cool, and you should have seen the bar stools and like the barware they had. There was a sink. It was so cool. Really neat house. So there was quite a bit of stuff in the basement, and in the unfinished part of the basement, I almost missed a section of the basement. It pays to take your time in these estate sales. I see my son walking up the driveway. Gonna have to shut off this video and resume in a second. I'm back, and I figured I'd flip the camera around this way to show you some of the remaining items, some of which are large. There were a whole bunch of these super cute paintings, very vintage, very kitschy, and I got two of them. I got this one with the sweet little kitty cat, and I apologize for the shadow. It's mid-afternoon and the sun is streaming into my kitchen. Great natural light, but tricky shadows. So I got the kitten, and I got this one with the little doggy, the butterfly, and the chipmunk on top of the little toadstool. And the lady of the house did these paintings, and she signed them at the bottom. And I can't remember what I paid for these. It was not, it was not expensive, but my laundry room is my room in the house that I have, where I've maximized the kitsch factor, so I'll find some wall space in my laundry room where I can put these. Now, I was telling you about the basement of the house. There was a third of the basement that I almost completely overlooked, but I realized it was there, and that was where they had stored the vintage games. So I found this version of Candyland. This is the version of Candyland that I had as a kid. So I didn't even open the box yesterday at the estate sale. That was probably unwise. So I'm gonna unbox it now. We've got the board. The board is in decent condition for its age. And let's see, do we have any of the pieces and cards? Yes, we do. Wow. These will be fun to add to dangles. Oh, the gumdrop mountains. The lollipop sticks. These will be fun. I loved playing Candyland with my kids too. So we've got Candyland and a couple others. I got Family Feud. I actually, I still love watching this game show. I don't know why, it's so ridiculous. But I never played the board game. But we like to play games in our house, so maybe we'll give this a try. And it looks like we've got some Milton Bradley money, some interesting, like an invoice sheet. I wonder if they use these to keep score. Too bad I couldn't find more of these. And some Milton Bradley money. So we'll give this a shot to play with at first, and if it's a bust, then I will use it for junk journals. One other game, another classic, Chutes and Ladders. Again, this is the version, the edition that I had when I was a kid, and I just love the little kids' faces. I loved all their cute little faces even when I was a little girl. So let's open this up. Again, I didn't even open it up, which was silly of me. But this board looks like it's in really good shape, even better than Candyland. Oh, and I forgot there was this little spinner. And the cute little kids, these cute little pieces. Oh, sorry for the shadow. Oh my goodness, shadows. Okay, I got a couple more books to show you. This was in the kitchen, the I Hate to Cook cookbook. It is a soft cover. Soft cover, lots of recipes. I picked it out for the cover, and what I want to start doing is making some cinch bound journals where the cover is the cover of a soft cover book like this. I saw journals like this when I was in Seattle last December, and I thought, what a great idea. There was a big box of note cards and greeting cards and things like that. All of the greeting cards were newer, more recent greeting cards, nothing vintage, but I did find this this pile of note paper, memo paper, and so I've got about seven pads here, so I'm really psyched about this. Oh, here's an ironic tongue-in-cheek find. So these books were in the living room on an end table, and I thought it would be funny and ironic if, while I was buying like a whole bunch of new stuff to bring into my house, I also brought in these two books. I got this vintage hanger. I love this. Crocheted. And, oh, I did find this stationery, and this looks vintage-ish. Look at that. So cute. Cute little kitten. It's cards. Looks like there's a bend in it. A blank card. A sunshine card made in USA. So some cards and envelopes. And then, here's just a bag of like paper clips and stuff. The reason I got this, and I only paid $1, was for this heart-shaped container. I had a heart-shaped container just like this when I was little. I don't know whatever happened to it. It's possible that it's upstairs in a drawer in my office, but I just don't know. I don't know. I think I remember putting beads in it when I was little because I was into making beaded bracelets. So nostalgia forced me to get this little bag for the little heart case. Okay. One last thing in one bag and quite a few other things in another bag. In the basement, the part that I almost missed, there was a bin with fabric in it. I suspect a lot of the good fabric was picked over, but I did find this. This is very thick material. It feels like a material for upholstery or drapes. And I loved the pattern and the colors, and it'll be great for fall journals. I'd like to just cover a whole book cover with this fabric. And I've got plenty of it. There were, of course, no good mid-century home is complete without records. So I got a couple of albums. I got Dave Brubeck, this one, and we'll actually listen to this one, assuming it's not too warped or scratched. And then this one I got, it's so cute. Look at that album cover. I got this, as you can see, for the cover, and I would love to hang this on the wall in the playroom. And then this is an album cover too. There's no album in it, but oh, Oh, it's so sweet. I didn't even see this yesterday. To Susan from Charlene, The Little Red Wagon, a musical story. But yeah, I hadn't even seen this side. I just assumed it was frosty on both sides. But I got this for you know, a winter journal. Okay, let's see. Couple books I found in the basement. There was this one, this book of folk songs. I love the cover illustration, and it's just tons and tons of sheet music with adorable little illustrations of folk songs. I don't have a lot of sheet music, but I thought, and I'm not a sheet music hoarder from a junk journal perspective. I know some people, they love the sheet music, love it, and they have tons of it. I don't buy a lot of it, but this, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna buy sheet music, it's gonna be something like this. And then you guys know I am an enthusiast of all things vintage and space. So this is Galaxy World Stamp Album. And look at this. It has the stamp collection in it, which is so cool. So stamps from all over the world. Again, this was like in a toy chest in the basement. So, wow, I mean, this is a junk journal maker's dream, huh? Psyched about that. And then, in the same bookcase that had all of the fly fishing materials, I found these old class record books. So I think the lady of the house had been a teacher, and she had a bunch of these old record books. I actually bought 5 of them, and some of them, gosh, this is like a class list. And so you can see like the people's marks and this woman's beautiful, beautiful handwriting. But there's also like a lot of blank paper in these journals. So I'm so psyched. There's about this much blank paper in each of these journals. So score for junk journal papers. Okay, I think I've got one last thing in a bag to show you, and then 2 things that I'll have to bring my camera over to you to show you. So this is an old jewelry box. As you can see, it's not in the great condition, but come on, I couldn't walk away without, you know, with that illustration and those colors staring me in the face. It's a music box. I don't know if the music part still works, but the little ballerina that was probably in the top broke off. We'll see, can we wind it? Ooh, that does not sound so good. But I love the box. I'll keep ephemera in this. So I'm gonna take you over their last 2 things I have to show you are a record album holder and a very small little mid-century table. My husband and I bought him a record player for Hanukkah a couple of years ago, and we have a small album collection. And we just had no good way to store our albums, so I was so excited to find this little record holder that I'll show you in a minute. I had been searching for different record storage pieces online, I saw something on Wayfair that I thought was cute, but I knew it would end up being junk and would be overpriced. And so I started looking on Etsy for vintage record storage type things. And I found some really neat ones, but they were like $40, $50. So I was really lucky to find something at this estate sale, and I got it for $5. So come walk with me through my messy kitchen, and I will show you. So this is the table. Wait, I should probably go landscape mode. And the table, I haven't even had a chance to clean it off. My husband brought it inside. Got this crazy pattern on top. Yeah, you can see this was in the basement of the home, so I got some cobwebs to clean up on this thing, but I paid $10 for it. And then right next to it, sorry for the shaky camera work. Here's the, trying to get a good, oh, there it is. So you can see it. This is the record holder. It's brass. It holds 60 albums. And it's got wooden handles. So like that's all my husband's fly fishing stuff. Fly fishing season starts in a few weeks in April, and he is gearing up. So you can see the wooden handles. Anywho, so that is my haul, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you liked, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh my God, you guys, will you look at this toy chest? They only want $10 for it, and today it would be $5. My husband will probably kill me if I bring it home. Hey guys, it's me again. I wanted to share some quick clips I made of the interior of the home where this estate sale was held. This is the finished part of the basement, and I just wanted to show you some of the items and what the place looked like. This was the bar. Here's one of the bedrooms. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.